Hey friends, Clayton Phillips here from Woody's RV World in LEDUC, Alberta, Canada. And I'm about to shoot a video on the newest arrival to our dealership, the very first 340 RDS by Grand Design RV in the Reflection lineup. And I'm excited to go through this floor plan with you. It's a very unique floor plan. I wouldn't say one that's completely new to the industry, because we've kind of see it evolve over the last couple of years with various brands throughout the industry, but this is Grand Design's spin on it in the Reflection lineup. And there are a lot of really neat elements to this floor plan that I'm going to discuss with you today, and I'm going to just key in on a couple of them for you that really kind of somewhat addresses some of the challenges that people have had with certain floor plans, especially in fifth wheels in the industry over the years. And we're going to jump into it. So this 340 RDS measures out at 35 feet 11 inches in length. This is ideal for a 3/4 ton diesel truck. If you don't have the 1 ton, but you want great livability, a fantastic winter package, a very structurally sound, very solidly built trailer. The driver that hauled this trailer up just started hauling trailers for our freight company, and he's owned a couple of fifth wheels over the years that he was describing to me, and he said this was the absolute best towing fifth wheel that he has ever pulled. And again, a larger fifth wheel too, at 35 feet 11 inches in length. You're a 2,040 pound hitch weight. And again, he just loved the way it towed. Again, Grand Design, known for their engineering, the way they place their axles, the full lamination. Every vertical wall panel that goes into their products are fully laminated. The roofs of their slide outs are fully laminated, which creates for a very squarely built trailer. And Grand Design's very cognizant of just the engineering and the numbers and all of those things that go into building their products, because they want you to have an unbelievable towing experience. Because that's part of the camping journey. Part of the experience is the towability. So that's one thing you'll get. Now, right up on front of the trailer, what's new, they've done a slight adjustment. They've gone to more of a classic front end. The front cap is the same, but what they've done is they've gone to a paint scheme that kind of drops down a little bit more, pulled back on some of the graphics, a little more traditional look, but fully painted front cap. And that's where, different than a lot of other products in the industry over the years, is they don't do a gel coat cap. It's a fully painted cap, so you have far less chance of that cloudiness and discoloration coming down your front cap that you can get with a lot of the other products. Also, the graphics that Grand Design uses, folks, are a 3M graphic. Higher UV coating on it, does come with a 5-year warranty. Graphics come in all different qualities, and Grand Design invests a lot of money into their graphics because they want their trailers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years down the road to look good. Not saying that they're not going to discolor or fade as time goes on. It's just not going to happen at quick of a rate, and less chance of the rolling up and cracking and all of those things, which is good. But also the front caps they use, folks, are a structure cap, and they build into the front caps a lot of edges and grooves. They put the air dam up front here so that when your front cap goes on, it goes on square. A lot of front caps, depending on the cost that the manufacturer puts into the fiberglass mold, because molds come in different shapes, can determine if that cap goes on straight, and you want that going on straight. So when they put those screws in, it doesn't have an adverse effect on the towability of the trailer and those sorts of things. Grand Design does that. Also, behind that front cap, folks, is a full front steel cage that wraps from sidewall to sidewall, roof to floor, tying in the front end. So again, squarely built product. It's very rigid up front, great towability with their trailers. So you got the LED docking light right up here as well if you're hooking up at night. Now that I'm standing back at this front cap, I actually think that they did redesign this front cap slightly with their mold. Correct me if I'm wrong, people at Grand Design, but to me it does actually look a little bit different now, but it is what it is. Full front storage up front here, very clean. Your propane tanks, you've got one on each side. That's just outside of your landing legs here. One thing that's really neat that Grand Design has done, is rather than having just the control module for your leveling system inside the storage compartment, they've given you this little remote here. So it gets you a lot closer to the back end of your truck for hooking up, unhooking. It does have the automatic return feature, so it will memorize the last spot that you unhooked from, so it makes re-hooking up really, really nice. One thing I like about the 340 RDS is the size of the storage compartment openings. The storage compartment's large itself, but the openings are very big also. And you can see it goes in, you've got a flat floor right from this side. They do the vinyl decking, no carpet. You'll find with a lot of products, folks, they'll put carpet on the deck of the storage compartment, and they kind of wrap it up the walls, and they just use that to hide in, you know, the gaps and those sorts of things. Grand Design, you know, they're building them right. If you spill something on here, you can easily clean it up. It's not going to hold that moldy smell that you can get if you spill something inside your compartment. But again, known for their pass-through storage compartments, folks. Look at all of the aluminum tubing, fully bead welded, the strapping they use to hold up the ductwork there. This is a heated compartment as well, which is really, really nice. So right here is the again the motherboard, so to speak, on the for your leveling system. It's an automatic leveling system, all electric. I see a new touch here. I need to get a little bit more up to speed on it. Tire link. This coach is prepped for the tire link, so I'm assuming that's like a air pressure monitoring system of some kind. So again, I'll add that into the next videos I'll do on the other products, because that's going to become a standard feature. I just checked in an Imagine as well, and it had that as well. So motion sensor lighting inside this compartment as well. So really, really nice storage. Again, first class all the way. You've got the Nautilus P1 utility panel. It's all color coded, very easy to operate. You bypass your hot water heater through here. You're not having to pull false panels off the inside of the trailer to access some valves on the back of your hot water tank. It's all done through here. You've got your water pump switch, outside shower, your gate valves to drain your tanks are all up inside the heated area as well. Speaking of tanks, you've got a 60-gallon freshwater capacity with this trailer, 87 gray, which is 2 tanks combined to equal 87 gallons, and then your black tank is 47 gallons. So if you're into heading out to the Big Valley Jamboree in Camaros in the summertime, or want to head out into the back country where you're not able to hook up the hookups, you can pack a lot of fluid with you, which is really, really nice. I think I'm good there. I want to shoot on the weight badge here as well, just so you guys know the actual weights of the trailers. So this particular trailer's got a fantastic cargo carrying capacity. You are at 3,103 pounds cargo carrying capacity with this trailer, which is absolutely fantastic. The unloaded vehicle weight, folks, is 10,832 pounds. So really, really good cargo carrying capacity with this product. And again, a 2,040 pound hitch weight, which is good. I'm going to shoot up underneath here, show you the underbelly of the trailer. Fully enclosed. They laminate that Astrofoil insulation to the back side of the Coroplast. That's that black enclosure you see on the underbelly of the trailer, which will help reflect that heat back up inside the underbelly. Your floor from the outside all the way through to the inside, folks, is R30. And one of the things that they do, we'll shoot up here, is they do spray foam around all the openings where you've got plumbing coming out. And again, remember, the gate valves, the knife valves, are up inside that heated area as well. And your underbelly is heated with your furnace, which is 35,000 BTUs, as well as you've got thermostatically controlled 12-volt heat blankets on your tanks, each tank as well, which is really nice. Cool thing they added. They've been doing this for a bit now. Push the button. Oh, I don't have the battery pack on, so that's a light right there. So if you gotta hook up at night and do your dumping, you can do that here, and it'll light it all up for you. So right up underneath your slide out, see, folks, no Darko woven fabric that you see with a lot of the competitors out there that will wear out over time. Very, very clean under slide outs. This is a rack and pinion slide out, so the mechanism on this operates very, very easily. Which is a drive nut that goes through the frame rail on the other side, and you can simply just crank it in, which makes it really, really easy. So again, like I mentioned, 35,000 BTU furnace paired with your 6-gallon gas electric hot water heater. Now this hot water heater, folks, will actually, with gas and electric on at the same time, produce 17.8 gallon quick recovery per hour. So you can get a lot of hot water out of that hot water heater, which is nice if you're able to plug in. Again, if you're dry camping, you do have the gas function only that you can use to heat your tank, which has a pretty good recovery rate as well. So we're going to jump up on the roof here in a little bit, but a couple things to point out, folks, that really separates Grand Design is their structure, okay? And it's the same structure that you get through all of their brands. They've got that golden thread of consistency interwoven between all of their products. So again, they're the first manufacturer to come out with a 3-year structural warranty when they started their company. They did that from day one. Some of the other manufacturers have followed suit. The difference between Grand Design and a lot of the other products, folks, is that they built their product to support their 3-year structural warranty. They didn't want to have to pay, they want to pay minimal warranty claims as possible. Couple reasons. One, when they're paying minimal warranty claims, that means you're buying a trailer that you're having fewer issues with. And secondly, it just goes back to their bottom line, and hey, they're in business to put food on the tables too. But when you compare this product to a lot of other products in the industry, folks, a lot of manufacturers will sell that they've got a laminated main wall, but they won't talk about their rear wall. And with Grand Design, this is a fully laminated wall. With a lot of products, if you go and push on the rear wall and it really flexes, that's a hung wall, and they'll use a spun fiberglass insulation in there where you can get insulation pack. Grand Design, they use all block foam insulation in between all aluminum framing that's fully bead welded. All of their window openings, if you're to take this window right out, it's fully framed in with tubular aluminum. The roof of the slide out here, folks, is fully laminated, just like the sidewalls, so that you can actually walk on the tops of their slide out. Some products out there, you cannot do that. And with Grand Design, they put ladders on the backs of all of their trailers. Doesn't matter what they build, so that you are able to access the roof, sweep off the tops of the slide outs, do some maintenance, change a roof vent, those sorts of things a whole lot easier. If you're having to park a ladder beside your trailer, and I've done it myself, where I'm climbing up on the roof using a ladder, and a lot of times the ladders just aren't tall enough that people have in their garages. I've had it where I've done that last step to get up on the roof and actually knocked the ladder right over, and so you're trapped up there. And you're hollering to get some help to get down. With Grand Design, they put that ladder right on the back of their trailer. But one key note, folks, that you don't see with their products, because it's built into the sidewall, is where you've got an aluminum tube laminated in the sidewall, where you've got this rear wall meeting this sidewall. Those aluminum tubes where they run the screws in are stuffed with wood dowels. And that's very important, because a steel screw going into a hollow aluminum tube, over time when your trailer's flexing and stressing going down the road, that corner molding will start to pull away, because that steel screw wears the hole bigger in that softer aluminum. And that's where you see these screws here, these ones right here, they're going into an aluminum tube stuffed with a wood dowel. Very important. A lot of manufacturers don't do that to save on weight and cost. And same, a lot of manufacturers don't frame in their window openings to save on weight and cost. So I know I've talked a lot about the structure, but this is what really separates Grand Design from most other manufacturers in the industry. They built their product to support their 3-year structural warranty, which is first class. Also, receiver hitch as well. This is a 3,000-pound hitch. You can actually pull a little flat deck with a quad on it, a fishing boat, as long as the length requirements are set up for your province or state. They do give you the flat 4 wiring to be able to hook up and use those lights, okay? Now, talking about the entry side of this trailer, folks, one of the aspects that I really like about the layout is when you get up to this size, a lot of trailers in the industry nowadays have opposing slides. And in a lot of cases, the slide outs that you see on the entry side of the trailer come right up to the entry door. And one of the complaints that we've heard from people over the years is that when it's raining, like typically your awning starts right here and it goes forward. But when it rains, you have driving rain that's landing right on your steps, okay? And a lot of people just don't like that. Your steps are wet, your mat's wet, all of those things. And one of the things that I'm gonna point out on this layout, folks, is you still get the great big monster windows on the entry side of your trailer that Grand Design really strives for. But what's really cool about this trailer is you have one great big 21-foot power awning. But because your entry door is in the middle of that awning, you don't have to worry about that driving rain landing on your step when you have your awning out, addressing that concern, which is, I think, really, really cool. So, and again, you can set up a monster patio mat here. A lot of times they're doing the awnings on the outside wall of the slides as well, so you get dual awnings, which is a monster improvement. I absolutely love that. But one thing, if you've got, let's say, an 18-foot patio mat, it'll fit perfectly underneath this awning, and it could be raining and your patio mat isn't getting wet, which is, I think, fantastic. Okay? The other thing you've got with this, folks, is a fantastic running gear system. So they use the Dexter towing system, which has a 5-year warranty on your axles. You have the never adjust brakes. You also have the easy lube hubs. And without me going into a big dialogue on it, you can do a full wheel bearing repack right in your own driveway. It's really easy to do. Dexter's got a really good video on how to save yourself hundreds of dollars doing a wheel bearing repack right in your own driveway. But what's new for 2021 or 2021.5 is you do get the More Ride suspension system. Don't be confused. There are other brands that paint this block blue, and that is not a More Ride product. It's a knockoff, and it's not nearly as good. This has the grease bushings on it as well, so you can actually grease your bushings, which creates just for a fantastic towing experience. This CRE 3000 towing block, it basically allows the tire to free flow within the wheel well, helps it reduce a lot of the road vibration being transferred up inside your trailer, creating just for a much smoother ride. And with that, those grease bushings where you can add grease in, it just will help the longevity and life of your suspension system, which is nice. And you do get the Goodyear Endurance tires as well, and you still get that fantastic warranty that you get with Grand Design with the 5-year warranty, 12 months, no questions asked replacement, which is cool. All right, moving on to the step here. You do have the solid stance. I didn't set it up, but right here there's 2 legs. That's that yellow. You can see that foot there. They fold down into kind of like a tripod look, or a triangle look, and this is basically addressing a lot of people like those fold out steps on the trailers. You know, this type of step does give you a little more deflection and a little more flex, so for people that want just a little bit more of a solid step, they have added that as a bolt-on feature. The really thing I like about the fold in and out steps, folks, is there's a lot of flexibility with it. You can open up the door, put a laundry hamper full of food. You're not having to fold your step out. And if your step is dirty after a camping trip, you're not folding that dirt back inside. So just be aware of that there's pluses and minuses to each of the steps out in the industry today. And not one isn't better than the other, they're just different. So go for the one that you feel is best for you. We can always add that fold in and out solid step if that's something that you absolutely have to have. But one thing to note for Grand Design, folks, really wide entrance doors, really tall, fold in and out grab handle, makes getting in and out of the trailer really easy. So again, full pass-through storage. They've got this little jut in here for some added storage. You got the 110 plug, all of those things. So really clean storage compartment on their Reflection 340 RDS. Outside speakers, all the entertainment functions as well. The other thing I like about this floor plan, folks, is that this slide out on the entrance side is for a sofa, a trifold sofa. What's really neat about this layout is, let's say if you're camping in a provincial camping space and you got a couple of big trees and it's really difficult and it's getting real tight and you're wondering if you can open the slide out. The cool thing about this floor plan, folks, is you don't have to fold that slide out in order to have full functionality of the trailer. It will close it off a little bit, but you have full access with your kitchen and your living room. It's just not going to be as big, and I'll show you inside when I get in there. So, but we're going to jump up on the roof here. All right, friends, Clayton Phillips here from Woody's RV World in Leduc, Alberta, Canada. And yes, I'm on the top of the slide out of this 340 RDS. Again, fully laminated roof panels, allows you to walk on the tops of the slide outs. It can be a bit of a dip here from the main roof down to the top of the slide out. So again, we always recommend, if you're camping in a wooded area and you get the little pine needles falling down, the leaves, the small branches, all sorts of things, to get up on the roof of your trailer and sweep that off before you bring your slide out in and piling those things into your slide out seals. So again, it'll just help prolong the life of those seals for you. But again, they're building their product real solid. Full walk-on roof with every trailer that they build. There's the best parts team in the industry, not one for the camera, but they do a fabulous job. So come down, and if you have any parts and accessories questions, we've got a fabulous team here to help you out. But again, full walk-on roof. They build that golden thread of consistency on all of their trailers, doesn't matter what it is. Ladder on the back, walk-on slide boxes, and walk-on roof. Much easier to do maintenance on your roof. One thing they add to every single trailer they build, folks, attic vents. Okay, this is not a laminated roof. Laminated roofs, be careful in the industry, folks, they don't breathe very well. And depending on what type of climate you're camping in, you can actually get the little rain droplets falling down from the inside of your trailer, inside your roof, because your trailer's not breathing. And that's one of the things that's beautiful with Grand Design, is they actually temperature test this product to -4 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about -20. And this trailer is designed to go through cold weather use, which is good. I do option in the thermal pane windows on this. But this roof, folks, is designed to cover all of the different types of climates you'll camp in. It's going to be a cooler roof when it's smoking hot out. It's going to be a warmer roof when it's really cold out. They have an R40 through your roof. They've got the Astrofoil insulation in there. The batt insulation, they do use a wood truss, has a way higher tensile strength than an aluminum trussed roof. And much better thermal barrier as well for people that want to do that cold weather type camping. But again, dual attic vents on this trailer. You've also got the Winegard TV antenna. No more TV antenna you got to crank up on your roof. This TV antenna is whiz bang. It's the Air 360. You can get a SIM card from your cell phone provider and plug it into that Winegard TV antenna and utilize your cell phone plan to stream on your Roku TVs all of your apps. So it doesn't matter where you're at, of course, cell phone service provided, or that would restrict you potentially. So if you're in a heavily wooded area or away from cell phone service, would restrict you from being able to use it. But if you do have it and you do have cell phone service, you can stream all your favorite shows, you know, YouTube, Netflix, all of that right on your television, which is cool. Also, you've got the Jaboni pre-wire for your solar panels. So if you want to add a ton of solar to your roof, if you're into, you know, off the grid style camping, you can very easily hook up the a bunch of solar panels on this roof. We've done tons of packages like that here at our dealership. So if you'd like to know more about solar and what it takes to go off the grid camping, we are more than happy to help you out and walk you through that. So again, one-piece roof, Alpha Superflex TPO. I could go on and on and on. Coleman Mach air conditioner. That's a 5,000 or 15,000 BTU AC. Coleman is the most efficient and quietest AC compressor on the market today. Grand Design uses it exclusively in all of their products, and you have the racetrack ductwork in this trailer. So again, it's going to cool it inside the trailer, the most efficient and the most quietest way in the industry. Which is absolutely fantastic. Grand Design doing so many things right. So I'm going to jump down and we're going to jump inside. All right, friends, we are going to head inside. A couple of touch points on this 340 RDS reflection fifth wheel is, again, that TV antenna I mentioned. You can add your cell phone plan to it by inserting the SIM card that you can get from your cell phone provider in it, but it was also a Wi-Fi booster. So within a 1.5 mile radius, so let's say if you're at a friend's place, at a campground that has pretty good download speed, you can connect your trailer Wi-Fi and it can suck in within a 1.5 miles that Wi-Fi signal. Again, you're always at the mercy of the download speed that's being provided or the Wi-Fi network that you're connecting to. But you can do that, as well as it's a digital TV antenna. So depending on where you're camping, if you want to bring in your local stations, you can definitely do that. And it comes in digital, like really clear as well. So again, we're going to jump up inside here. I'm going to pan around a little bit, talk about the floor plan. So again, this trailer's 35 feet 11 inches in length. And one of the things that's a little different about this floor plan versus what you might see in a 337 or a 303 and some of the others out there is within this trailer, they did take away a little bit from the kitchen, so you don't get a walk around island or anything like that. But what you get is a 3-point seating position in your living room. So your living area is totally compartmentalized in the back of the trailer. and it's a 3-point living room. So for people that maybe don't do a ton of cooking, I'm just going to go to the back of the trailer. So, you know, a kitchen obviously is important in any RV, but for some people that don't do a ton of cooking inside or eating inside, but want to have more livability, want to be able to entertain, you know, put a movie on. If you've got a couple of grandkids or, you know, several grandkids and you want extra sleeping, what's really neat about this floor plan, folks, is you've got a trifold sofa here that flips out and a trifold sofa that flips out. So you can comfortably sleep 4 people in the rear of this trailer, which is really, really nice. Whereas like in a 337 or 303, you get 1 trifold sofa. So the benefit is you're picking up the second sofa. But one of the things you'll note with this floor plan, folks, is that you've got monster windows. Again, Grand Design, folks, the structure they put in their sidewalls, folks, supports this size of window. These are gigantic windows, and they're staying true to the Grand Design form of trying to offer as many windows on the camp side of the trailer as possible. But one of the things, especially up here in Canada, in our provincial campgrounds, sometimes they're a little tighter. And one of the things I like about this layout is that you can, effectively, if you've got, let's say, a big tree or you've got a tighter camping space, you don't have to fold this or run this slide out. Now, granted, it will cut off a seating position on your theater seat. It may block off part of your television and that sort of thing. But up here in Canada, tighter camping spaces, a lot of people spend a lot of time outside. With this particular layout, it's not taking away from your ability to eat inside and to prepare a meal and those sorts of things. Whereas like in a 337 in a tighter camping space, to eat at your dinette, you have to have the slide out, essentially. Whereas in this layout, you don't have to fold out this slide out if it's a little tighter. But if you are, you've got a ton of space here. Theater seating with heat and massage, fully reclines out. You do have the fireplace. It's the wide angle fireplace, which provides 5,000 BTUs of heat and a really nice ambiance. You have a larger LED Roku TV. So with this Roku TV, again, tying in with your TV antenna, whether you're hooking it up to your cell phone service or through somebody's Wi-Fi network that you're able to connect to, you have all of your apps on here. YouTube, Netflix, and a bunch of others. You can customize this television for your entertainment viewing pleasure, I guess. So one thing to note, folks, Grand Design DNA item, 1-piece floors. There's no seams in this floor whatsoever in the wood decking. It's all one sheet, so less chance of squeaking developing over time. Also note there's no heat ducts in the floor as well. We've seen it with a lot of the trailers over the years where they put the heat duct right here on the floor in front of your sofa, so that if you do have the sofa folded out into a bed and the furnace needs to run to warm the inside of the trailer, you've got all that heat billowing up underneath the sofa when it's folded out, not to mention you're stepping on the register, those sorts of things. So with Grand Design, they're ensuring you have the strongest floor possible into the industry, but also the most comfortable trailer in terms of the heating and that sort of thing that you get with it. So I did option in the thermal pane, dual pane windows in this particular trailer. So I know you don't get a massive R value increase in a dual pane window, but the major benefits of a dual pane window is that it's a much quieter window. You don't get the noise vibration transferring inside the trailer as much. A lot of campgrounds, you know, if a road's going by, it's just going to be quieter on the inside of the trailer, as well as if you are doing cold weather camping, you know, propane heat has moisture in it, you're breathing, you're cooking, you're showering, far less chance of frost building up and moisture building up on the inside of the window as well. So we did option in the dual pane windows on this particular trailer. So again, true to form for Grand Design, folks, you do get the big pantry, pretty good counter space here in your slide out. You can see the pantry there. So lots of storage. Lots of drawers. You do get the 12 cubic foot Norcold gas electric refrigerator with it, which is nice and big. And the nice thing about this layout, folks, with all of the slide outs retracted, you can access the pantry, you can access the fridge, and your kitchen sink. In the 337, the 303, and a lot of the Island models, when those slide outs come in, it makes it a lot more difficult to utilize your kitchen sink, whereas this one, you can utilize it even when the slide outs are in. Now, what's cool about their dinette, and this is the freestanding dinette, They've been running with this for about a year now, but what's different about this table versus what you would get in, let's say, a 337 or 303, is this is kind of like the Solitude, where the tabletop mounts to the wall. But what they've done with this is you do get the ottoman. This ottoman has storage in it. It's a piece of furniture, so you can take this around, put it in your living area, use it as a footstool, a coffee table. This backrest comes off the wall, and then you can spin one of your regular chairs around and turn it into a two-person dinette. Or there's a little pin under here. You see that black T-handle there? If you pulled that down, you can actually pivot the table to turn it into a banquette. So this long edge here that you see is up against the stub wall. So you can turn both your chairs facing to the rear of the trailer. So if you wanted to sit down, have your breakfast in the morning and watch the news, you could do that, and it will actually create a little bit more flow space around the dinette. So some really cool floor plan ideas with this. You know, with the awning, the door being centrally mounted underneath the awning, the flexibility with the dinette, the extra sleeping, you know, the ability to access the fridge, the pantry, and the sink all in one, even when the slide-out's fully retracted. There's just some really cool things going on with this floor plan, and we hope to show it off here and have you come down to our dealership. They do put the Max fans in with the rain sensor and all of their reflection products, so you do get that fan built in automatically. The other thing that's you get with the reflection, the 2021 folks, or 2021.5, is the Compass Connect app. And that is an app that's downloadable to your cell phone. You can operate your slide outs, your awning, your lights, your leveling system. I did learn that you can operate the tire pressure monitoring system. It's pre-prepped for that. You still have to get the brain, so to speak, and the monitors that go on the tires, but you can definitely get that and operate that right from your cell phone, which is cool. The other thing that Grand Design has done is they've kind of put a fail-safe in where, and I know I'm dancing around and I'm talking a lot, so I apologize, but this is all very important stuff because you're investing a lot of money in your RV, and I want to throw as much at you as possible. But one of the things that's really nice with the Grand Design products is they still give you buttons and switches and those sorts of things to operate the leveling system, to be able to turn the lights on, to be able to move the slides out, all of those things. We've seen with some of the products in the industry where they've gone completely digital, and the issue, especially with the electronics, those digital displays you see in a lot of the RVs nowadays, is they're suspect, especially when it's cold out. If that touch screen becomes cold, it kind of sometimes works intermittently, and we've seen that with some of the products that we've had come in on trade, or some of the RVs that we've purchased from other dealerships, where they're not a completely perfect system. And so with Grand Design, if your cell phone goes dead, you run out of power, simply you can still operate your trailer fully, which is nice. So again, I apologize for standing in the one area and kind of dancing around, but a lot of detail I'm throwing at you. We're going to jump up to here, show you the convenience center right at your entryway, dimmable lights, all the light switches, fully electric, so your leveling system's fully electric. All your slides are fully electric on this product. This is where you turn on your tank pads as well, your 12-volt thermostatically controlled tank pads, your tank monitors, those sorts of things right at your entryway. And again, Grand Design, true to form, they put the converter with the fuses and the 110 breaker right at your front door. So if you are running into some electrical issues potentially, if you need to change a fuse, it's not buried in the depths of your trailer behind a slide out, which makes it a lot harder to access. So coming up to your upper deck here, you do have the 3-piece bathroom with the great big shower. You can see it's the Encore tub in here, 1-piece fiberglass. You do get the shower seat with the shelves in for all your soaps and things of that nature. Added storage for towels, all stacked up inside here. Porcelain foot flush toilet, and then of course your vanity, 3 drawers, lots of storage. And a pocket door here, folks. They do this again. Swing doors are cheaper to put in. With most products, a swing door, they usually swing so that they open towards going down the stairs. They don't typically open towards the bedroom, just because then you got to come in the bedroom to access the bathroom. The issue with the swing door, especially where this is located, is that you have to walk down the stairs in order, especially at night, which can be difficult. to access the bathroom. So by doing a pocket door here, you can slide the door out of the way. It's much safer to get in and out of the bathroom. You're not having half asleep going to use the bathroom in the toilet in the middle of the night and walking downstairs. We've literally had customers fall downstairs to get into their bathroom, which isn't ideal, of course. The other thing on this one is we've optioned in the bedroom now. I've optioned in the king size bed. We can get a queen, and you will get the tables on either side of the bed underneath the window. So again, storage underneath, lots of storage in this floor plan. And then you do get the big front closet with blue LED lighting, storage on either side. If you want, you can do washer dryer. It is prepped for that. So all of your plumbing is on the entrance side right here. Okay, with the dryer vent. So if you want to do a combo unit, you can do it right here. The door just opens up towards inside the closet. If you wanted to do the washer and dryer, the dryer would go on this side as well. So still you get lots of storage, hanging storage, lots of lighting. No steps up around the bed as well in this product. So again, getting out of bed in the middle of the night, it's not a tripping hazard. And then you get the big chest of drawers here as well. So they've done an absolutely fantastic job. Again, they've standardized a lot of the building that they've done with their products, so it doesn't matter what floor plan or what level of trailer you're going with, you're getting a lot of the same grand design, construction, and build, which they're known for, which is fantastic. The other thing I want to point out, folks, their cabinetry in this product, Grand Design's known for their cabinetry. It's all a lumber core, solid wood. With this, it's a veneer wrap, but it's all screwed together. They've gone to a shaker style door, which is a flat panel door. Okay, historically in the industry, a flat panel door is just a cheaper door. So Grand Design, wanting to keep the quality and the ruggedness, but still give you that really nice modern contemporary look, they've done a reversed raise panel, which creates a thicker panel insert. So you can see that reverse raise panel. Very, very good quality door. It's a mortise and tenon joint. It's not just a picture frame cut or a door that's wrapped in plastic, and you get a really good grab handle. It's not like a knob that's really hard to hang on to. So you get that solid build with Grand Design throughout all of their trailers. So again, I know I've thrown a lot of detail at you. I'm coming out of the trailer. We're gonna wrap up the video. My name's Clayton Phillips. I'm the sales manager here at Woody's RV World in Leduc. We've got 5 stores that carry Grand Design throughout the province of Alberta. If you can't make it to Leduc, check out one of our other locations. We've got highly trained staff. You're going to get the same experience, and you're going to see a lot of this wonderful, great product that we carry, built by Grand Design in all of their levels at all of our dealerships. So if you can make it to Leduc, give us a shout, book an appointment, come on down to our store. Our phone number is 780-986-1234. Leduc is just 15 minutes south of Edmonton, so we're easy access if you're in the capital region, or if you just want to come into Leduc and meet us and help us to come alongside you and take you down the RV shopping journey. We want to help you out. So again, thank you for your time, and take care. Happy camping.